Hold a compass flat in your palm. The needle swings, hesitates, then settles, pointing at nothing you can see. No motor turns it, no signal calls it home. It is answering something that fills the whole planet, quietly, all the time. Today we slice the compass open and trace that pull, from a thin sliver of magnetized steel down to the molten heart of the Earth. Watch how one tiny needle reads an invisible field. Pop off the cover and look at the heart of it. The needle is just a thin sliver of steel, but it has been magnetized. Its atoms nudged into line, so one end pulls and the other pushes. That makes it a tiny bar magnet, with a north pole and a south pole of its own. Light, balanced, and free to turn, it is built to do one thing: feel a magnetic field and swing until it agrees with it. Now zoom out, past the case, past the room, all the way to the center of the Earth. Deep down, a core of iron churns, solid at the very middle, liquid and flowing around it. That moving metal acts like a slow, enormous dynamo, and it wraps the planet in a magnetic field. We live inside that field every day and never feel it. But your little needle does. To it, the whole Earth is one gigantic magnet. Picture that field as invisible lines arcing through space. They pour out near one pole, curve around the planet, and dive back in near the other, like the loops of iron filings around a bar magnet, scaled up to a whole world. The lines are smooth, steady, and everywhere at once. They pass through your hand, your table, your bones. A compass simply borrows a few of them, reading their direction the way a flag reads the wind. Here is the trick. A magnet's poles obey one rule. Opposites attract, and likes repel. So the needle's north end is drawn along the Earth's field, and it twists until it lies in line with those invisible lines. When it stops, it is no longer guessing. It is aligned. One painted tip aims roughly toward the top of the world. There is no choosing, no thinking. The needle just relaxes into the calmest position the field allows. But alignment is useless if the needle cannot move freely, so it rests on a sharp pin, balanced at its center on a tiny cup of polished stone, often a jewel bearing, hard and almost frictionless. That single point lets the needle spin with the faintest nudge, like a dancer turning on one toe. Press it anywhere else and it would stick. Here, the gentle pull of a whole planet is enough to swing it around. Let it swing in open air and it overshoots, wobbling back and forth for ages. So many compasses fill the housing with a clear liquid, light oil or alcohol. The fluid drags gently on the needle, soaking up its energy, so the swinging fades fast and it settles in a second or two. The same liquid floats some of the needle's weight off the pivot, easing the wear. Calm reading, steady point, that is the fluid's quiet job. Now a confession the compass keeps. It does not point to true north, the fixed top of the spinning Earth. It points to the magnetic pole, which sits some distance away and slowly wanders year by year. The gap between the two is called declination, and it changes depending on where you stand. Good maps print the correction, so the needle is honest, but it answers a slightly different question than the one we usually ask of it. Around the needle sits the dial, a ring marked with the 4 directions and a circle of degrees, 0 to 360. To use it, you turn the whole compass until the needle lines up with the marked arrow underneath. Now the dial is oriented to the world, and every bearing on it points somewhere real. The needle finds north. The markings turn that one direction into all of them, so you can follow a heading. There is a subtle thing too. The field does not run flat along the ground. Near the poles it dips steeply, plunging into the Earth. Pulled downward, a needle would tilt and drag on its pivot. So makers balance it for the region where it will be sold, adding a tiny counterweight, or letting the needle ride slightly off-level. That keeps the tip floating free, reading the horizontal pull, ignoring the part of the field aiming straight down. One last warning. The needle trusts any magnetic field, not just the Earth's. Hold it near a phone, a speaker, a steel knife, or a car door, and it will turn to face that instead, fooled by the nearer, stronger pull. Even a belt buckle can lie to it. That is why you read a compass out in the open, away from metal and motors. The planet's field is faint. Anything closer simply shouts over it. So trace the whole chain. A magnetized needle becomes a tiny magnet. The Earth's churning iron core makes it one vast magnet, wrapped in invisible field lines. Opposites attract, so the needle aligns with those lines. A jewel pivot lets it turn freely. A damping fluid lets it settle. Markings on the dial turn that one direction into every bearing. We correct for declination and tilt, keep stray metal away, and a sliver of steel quietly finds the world's edge. No batteries, no signal, no menu to set. Just a sliver of steel, a pivot the size of a pinhead, and a planet that has been quietly pointing the way for billions of years. Next time one settles in your palm, watch that little needle find its rest. And remember the enormous invisible thing it is listening to. This was the Cutaway, slicing the ordinary open.